Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I gotta make a real quick announcement video. There's not gonna be a series after this announcement video, at least not right off the bat. If there will be, it'll probably be later tonight or tomorrow if you see anything. But I need to go and make a real quick announcement anyway. And this announcement's actually very bad and very crucial. So much to the point where it's actually going to end up screwing me over more if I can't stop myself. And you understand what I'm talking about if you go back to the previous video I made, part 752, I think it was, to my Let's Mostly Play Video Pop, and just listen to the end of the session. Because from like the 45-minute or so mark onward, I couldn't stop myself from saying something nasty, and even hitting the counter. Even with Crocodile. I don't know if you can... Where is he? He's over here. I don't know if you can see him, actually. You can kind of see him. Him right there. But even with him there... Actually, let me... Here. I know it sounds weird, guys. But Crocodile is actually very ticked off at me for the nasty stuff that I said. It's like what I said the other day. I'm surprised he's letting me do this for him right now. Just sit right here for now, bud. But, let me go and say, because of the nasty stuff that I said during the last video, there's a new rule coming into place, and it's going to end up screwing us over more and more and more. And it has to do with the two things I do during these videos that I should never do. Saying nasty words. I can't point out from... Can I do it from up right there? Saying nasty words. And hitting the counter. Which, a fun little fact is, guys, after I hit the counter so much during the last video, my hand actually becomes so numb. Well, not so numb, but my fingers felt so numb even after like 2 hours later that I thought I actually broke my hand. I may still have, because it ain't as numb as it was, but there's still two particular fingers. This one right here, and the one on the very end. It's hard for me to show it. I was scared of getting in trouble on YouTube, but the very first finger on the left hand and the very last one on the left hand are still kind of numb in its own way. So I think I only did damage the nerves in my hand just from doing this on the screen, hitting the counter. But as you can clearly see, I'm going to screw myself if I ever do that again. Because not only do I have to edit out the videos, but there's now a new rule for everything that I say. And it has to do with Castle Crush alone. Whenever I play Castle Crush, guys, there's now going to be a new rule implemented into the series to where, as you can see on the screen, if I say any nasty words at all, I will lose 10 minutes of Castle Crush for each word that I say. I can't really give a description, especially when crocodiles were right there in front of me. But I'll do it this way, but censor it. Let's say if I said the words, I'm going to your ugly family, and then you, and I hope you go jump. It's hard for me to. How do I censor it so well when I wasn't recording? Let's just use that. For you that don't know, for every word that I said there, when I said that's basically the nasty words I would normally say on here. And if you see this, I had to count that. That's 4. Meaning, guys, however many words I say in a sentence is how many minutes I lose of Castle Crush. As you can see, it says 10 minutes on there. Well, times 10 by 4. What's 10 times 4? 40. That's how many minutes I'd lose Castle Crush for just saying 4 nasty words on here. Almost an hour with no Castle Crush whatsoever. Which means if we're in set 2 where Castle Crush is supposed to be played more often, too bad. It's gone. But you'll notice the sentence even worse for hitting the counter. Let me go and let you know, guys, this sentence right here is not nearly as bad as what it was. But let me go and read it out to you. Every time I hit the counter in a video, I lose an hour of Castle Crush for each time I hit it. If I, like how I did the last video, I hit the counter at least 4 different times during the last video, so I had to lose Castle Crush for 4 hours. Remember, let me go and let you know, guys, this punishment right here was actually going to be a lot more severe. It was originally going to be 2 hours instead. But, oh, here's the thing. If I can't stop myself from hitting the counter, then this is going to start going up to 2 hours instead of just 1 hour. So, yeah. Let's just go and say, guys, it's not going to be pretty. You're not going to be seeing as much Castle Crush during videos unless I can somehow hold my anger back. Which I was doing so good with Crocodile here. Let me show you him again. I was doing so good with this cute little guy here. But unfortunately, I couldn't do it anymore. I really couldn't. For 4 or 5 days, I said nothing nasty. And then I snapped in the last video because I couldn't handle it anymore. I told you guys multiple times that dragon fan's getting knocked out. So it's like me playing Pokemon having a Fragger that got knocked out. Let's just say it that way, or fainted. And trust me, it's happened before. In one of my videos of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, when I first got Feraligatr, he fainted due to a rock wrecker. And I think I actually cried on YouTube that day. Does that tell you how much Fragger means to me? It's the same thing for Dragon Fans, guys. If I did not hit stuff or get angry, you'd be seeing me break down the tears on YouTube all the time instead. So, yeah. No matter which way I go, I'm going to lose unless that fans stay safe forever, which is not going to happen because people are just big fat jerks. But, either way, guys, if this does, let me go and say, if this WAD does not work, I don't know what else to do to stop myself. Other than doing something that's going to make my anger worse. Because the only thing I can think of doing is taking away my computer, my iPad, or even taking away Pokemon. But we have learned from the past taking away Pokemon is not the best idea. That's going to just make me more angry. That's why whenever I say, Trenton, you're going to lose Pokemon. That's why sometimes after I say that, I usually am like, Trenton, no, you need that, you moron. Because literally, if I took that away, I'm screwing myself even more and making myself wanting to get more angry. I'd be better just losing my iPad over it. Or even a computer that I record on. As long as I have something to entertain me. But, either way, that's the new law. Hopefully this will stop me from being angry. Saying one nasty word, saying a nasty word equals 10 minutes of no Castle Crush for each word that I say. So again, if I say, let's give it an even more extreme example. If I said 8 words in the same sentence, I would lose Castle Crush for 80 minutes, which is an hour and 20 minutes of just no Castle Crush whatsoever. And it's even worse if I hit the counter. If I hit the counter 3 times, right now the law is it's only an hour of no Castle Crush, but since I hit it 3 times, it would be 3 hours of no Castle Crush instead. So, yeah. Which means if I hit the counter 24 times, I don't have Castle Crush for an entire day. And if I somehow hit the counter, say nasty words more than... Dadgum, how many hours are in 24 hours? How many minutes are in 24 hours? Not how many hours are in 24 hours. How many minutes are in it? Just count it up yourself, guys. 60 times 24, I believe, would be the number you need to count up. So, yeah. But, anyway, I just needed to really let you know about this because this really needs to stop somehow. Let me go and say this, guys. If this doesn't work, and, me taking away my iPad doesn't work, I think my only other option is going to be riskily deleting the game. But my issue with doing that is my Facebook Connect is not working anymore. Which means if I delete it off my iPad or something, I can't get it back. That's the problem with it. Yes, I have it connected through other accounts, but if my iPad ever breaks, I'm even more screwed. For those that don't, let me actually go and tell you real quickly too, guys. There was one time the other day when I was trying to earn me some free chest, or get me the chest in Castle Crush, and I actually got so angry that I hit the box the iPad was on. The charger of my iPad flopped out of the iPad, and my iPad went flying onto the floor. I am honestly surprised the iPad did not break or do anything. But I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I'm gonna tell you this real quickly. One of the biggest reasons why this rule is coming into effect is because I'm gonna screw myself one day. Even if I don't end up breaking my hand ever, surprisingly enough, or anything like that, there's still gonna come a time where I'm gonna get so angry, and then instead of slamming the counter like I usually do, I'm gonna pick up one of the computers I'm using to either record or watch the computer on, and then take it and toss it across the room to a point where it'll break on the floor. It's gonna happen one day if I don't do something. That's one of the reasons why I hit the counter, guys. You don't realize that sometimes hitting the counter is actually my counter method to not throwing something. There's been several times where if I didn't hit the counter, there's been a few times where I've gotten angry and threw a plate of food on the ground. But if I didn't throw the food on the ground, I'd end up either throwing something worse or hitting the counter so hard like I did during the last videos. So in some way, hitting the counter is my only counter measure. It ain't supposed to be a pun intended, boss. You could probably use it as a pun to actually understand where that's coming from. Hitting the counter is a countermeasure to me throwing something that's valuable to me. Because I can assure you, I've thrown a whole cup of drink before at the wall. And drink went everywhere. And if I can do that, what's going to happen if I flip and get angry and don't have nothing to throw? Except for my iPad or my computer. Yeah, it will be tossed. And break. Then I don't have a computer. And I can assure you guys, I don't have money to afford me another one. Same thing for my iPad. If any of my devices in this room ever breaks, I might rely on my mama or my mother to buy it for me, because I don't have the money to afford me another iPad, another computer, or anything else. I'll be screwed. Actually, if this computer particularly ever breaks, I'm going to be even more screwed because I don't have another good computer for recording. I probably need to just have to buy me a real-life camera and be able to record off of that. And somehow be able to upload the files a different way. But the thing with doing on the computers is a lot easier, because all you have to do is go to YouTube, upload video, click on upload video, select the file that you recorded, then upload it. And then give it a title, a description, playlist, all that stuff, and it's done. Like I said, guys, though, this is the only computer I have left that's actually good. So, I'm kind of screwed if I ain't careful. But, anyway, all I can say is if this doesn't work, I don't know what else to do. I'm hoping that this law will keep me from doing anything nasty. And like I said, guys, if I can't keep myself from hitting the counter too much, this will start going up to 2 hours instead of 1. Remember, guys, I originally had this 2 hours instead of just 1. I erased the 2 in the S from hours and put 1 hour instead. But, anyway, let's pray that this... I tell you this, I hope that if I do end up breaking this rule, that it only happens when I don't need to do anything important like the game mode of the day. Because I need to beat that game mode. Otherwise I'm going to be livid. Remember, guys, one reason I do the game mode every week is so I can try to upgrade my Dragon Phoenix. They're at level 3 right now, but if I work hard enough, I can get them up to level 4. Both of them. It's going to take a long time, though. Missing 1 week is crucial. Or, actually, no, not even just 1 week. 1 day is crucial. Because if you mess up 1 day, you don't get the legendary piece at all. You get nothing good out of it. You'll completely miss the legendary piece if you even do that. That's why I try doing the game mode every day, even if it's a game mode I flippin' hate. Because I need to do it in order to make sure I get everything upgraded. Just don't like I can upgrade my Dragon Phoenix since I'm never gonna be able to get him out of a chest. That probably could have been a way I could have gotten the dragon in Castle Crush when I got to Castle 7, but I need that dragon as soon as possible, and having to wait a whole nother month even after I got him would upset me. That's one reason I'm even more scared now, because now with my Facebook thing not working, if I lose my Dragon Infinite, I'm going to be so upset and mad. But the video's been long enough, guys. It's almost been 15 minutes. Actually, it has been 15 minutes now. I'm gonna go end off. This the new rule. You'll start saying it during the next episode of something, whether it be Let's Mostly Play Viva Pop or even Castle Crush. But honestly, if I do a Castle Crush video, it'll probably be like 10 minutes. Because I'll say one nasty thing and lose 10 minutes of Castle Crush. And unless you guys want me to either not make it a Castle Crush video or sit here with me doing this for 10 minutes, well, you're not going to get nothing really good out of it otherwise. Anyway, I'm going to end it off before it gets any longer. Until next time, everyone, I want you guys to be the very best, like no one ever was. And I'll see you guys for the next video, hopefully. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.